What's up, everybody? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. It's January 14th. We're halfway through the first month of the new year. Lots to get into. We now have Justin Baldoni's full 16-hour, almost 17-hour deposition. We have Blake Lively that's taking shots at the Baldoni supporters. Plus, if you want a Bravo throwback, a Scandoval revisiting. Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix have solved their legal dispute. They've reached a settlement. Lots to get into. I hope you are ready for it. Let's dive in. This is No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, serve fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. Dive in, we shall. What's up? Hey guys, hello. What's going on? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Oof, it is hump day. I hope some of you are getting humped today, because that's what we like. That's what we like. Raised eyebrow bean. I don't know. Oh, wait, did you guys hear? There was this breaking news. There was BuzzFeed just announced that there is a lesbian version of Heated Rivalries officially coming out. And yes, you just read that right. It's made by Canada's own Elliot Page through his production company, Page Boy Productions, and features Schitt's Creek's Emily Hampshire. I don't. Oh, she's Stevie. Remember, she like helped run the front desk. Oh, interesting. Okay. Whole timeline is already slow pitching, maxing. I cannot stop smiling at every tweet. Are the lesbians this happen? Okay, do we have any lesbians with us in the room? Can we raise our hands for a second? This is just for the lesbians. Okay, this is a question strictly for the lesbians, and then I'll let all the straight ladies address it. Okay, and then some of the gays, because I know we're majority straight women and a small fraction of gay men. But are the lesbians, are we excited about this? Let me text Lauren Nighty and be like, girl, are you excited about the lesbians? I mean, we've never really had like a real lesbian love story, right? I mean, we have like Taylor Swift and Carly Klaus, but like I don't know if that's like a real, or is it, Lindsay Lohan and Sam Ronson. Hello, get the cooch, right? Interesting. Are we? I don't know if I'm like, yeah, I want to see Stevie from Schitt's Creek making out with another chick. The not that like the I think the reason Heated Rivalry works is because they're two like really hot dudes. They're like it doesn't you don't even care. Well, one, it's like a love, it's like forbidden love, right? Like, are there any like solid like forbidden love lesbian stories? I don't know. Amy says she's bi and she wants to know if she can answer. Hold on, Amy. I want just the lesbians to answer first. Um, Gaylord. Yes, we love Gaylord. Gaylord. So I just learned about Gaylord this week. And so Gaylord, I learned about it on TikTok. I learned about it from the ladies of the toast. Shout out to Claudia. So Gaylord, I didn't realize like was a thing, but so it's where people think that Taylor Swift is gay. And so it's Taylor. Taylor, but Gaylord. Got it? Got it. Okay. So yeah. Oh, we had the L word. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna text my friend Jess because she's a big lesbian. She loves ladies. Um, Hi. So they just announced. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard of like Heated Rivalry with the hot gay guys with the butts, and they're just like doing all the butt stuff on HBO Max. They've just announced Elliot Page. I don't know how you feel about Elliot these days, but Elliot, formerly Ellen Page of Juno. Remember, she was the pregnant one in Juno. So Elliot Page is now doing a Heated Rivalry, but for like lesbians. And I don't know, they're gonna play like softball or something. I don't know, because lesbians don't play hockey. I don't know what lesbians play, but I would just assume. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's too stereotypical. But anyway, are you excited about the lesbian Heated Rivalry? Like, is that something that you would be like? Are you like down and excited? And you're like, yes, lesbian rights. Just curious. Okay, let's see what Jess says. I wish I could send a voice note to like multiple people, because then I would have also sent that to Lauren Nighty. Oh well. Did that come out right? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That worked. No, stop playing my voice note. Stop. Okay. Sorry, technical difficulties. I want to see Stevie and Emily from who's Emily? Oh, that's her name, Stevie Emily. Okay. Now the straight ladies can answer. They play hockey. The lesbians play hockey. Isn't that like real lesbian? You know, like. But again, that's what works about heated rivalry is that they're one not lesbian, but they're like two hot, hot straight dudes, and like they're two hot straight passing like dudes, like they're like, I mean, I guess Ilya's got like a little limp in his wrist, but like he's still pretty like the women are thirsting after them. Like the only way I think like a lesbian story works in this sense, because like obviously it's the straight women that fell for heated rivalry, and then the gay guys that watch it, but like they haven't made it to the end. They can't make it through a single episode, right? So like I don't think straight women are like, yeah, let me watch some lesbians go down on each other. But like I get how like straight dudes might be into that, but like again, very similar to like the gay dudes. Like they're not watching it for the plot. They're not watching it for the story. They're watching it for the scenes that get them off, you know? I don't know. Joy says, Zach, they don't play with balls and bats. That's all I know. They have gloves. They come and they play with their gloves. Rugby. Oh my god. That's real lesbian. Oh man. The carpet isn't gonna munch. You guys. Oh my goodness. Emily Hampshire plays Stevie. Yes, I remember that. I'm from Canada and women's hockey is huge. Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't know lesbians played hockey. Oh, who said, Zach, your hair is beautiful. Thank you, Kilo Haley, 84. Thank you. Shout out to Nutrafol. Yeah, you know. Am I frozen, Zach? Oh, am I frozen or Zach? I think you're frozen, Susie. But if I'm frozen, it's just the Botox. In the UK, rugby is huge. But like rugby is huge for like women. I didn't know women played rugby. It wasn't that part of Mean Girls where Regina George like ended up doing rugby at the end, right? Wasn't that how it went afterwards when she like stopped being one of the plastics? Oh, let's see. Did Jess write me back? Jess, can you answer my text message, please? We need to know about the lesbians. Anyway, I just saw that as we were logging on that was like the breaking news from BuzzFeed, and I was like, okay, you do it. But you know what I really wanted to go off on this morning, because I don't know about you guys, but do you live amongst the robots? That's what I want to know, because I live in downtown LA. And when I say that, people are like, "Oh, downtown." Trust me, I live in a nicer part of downtown LA, and we have lots of robots. Like I was having lunch with my mother yesterday, and they're all over downtown. Okay, they're the little robot delivery men or delivery women. I'm not really sure what gender they identify with. But they're literally just like driving all over the place, and then they're a distraction because then the driver's like, "Oh, look at the robots," and the people walking around the streets like, "Oh, the robots! Oh, look at the robot!" And they're like filming them, and I'm just like, first of all, I hate the robots, okay? I hate the robots. I don't want a robot delivery. I want a man or a lady. I don't care. I'm not gender specific, but I just want a person, a human being to deliver my order. Especially, I've already gone on this rant before, because I live, on a higher floor. And like, in order for me to go, I don't want to go outside. The whole point of getting delivery is that it can be delivered to my door. And the robots don't know how to use elevators, so they can't come and deliver it to my door. So then they try to deliver it on the sidewalk. And I'm like, I don't want to go on the sidewalk. Give me a person. I don't want a robot. Okay. But did you know now they have names? Okay. They have names, but like not robot names. They have people names. And it's like they know that they're stealing our jobs, and then they're taunting us by also stealing our names. I don't like that. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't like it. And they're not just like regular names, okay? Like you're never going to see a robot that's named like Jim or Daisy. It's always like an ethnic name, like something like an Indian name or like a Chinese name. Like why does my robot need to be named Jose? Huh? Who decided that we should name the robot Jose? First of all, they all look alike, so you can't even tell what their ethnic background is if we're going to go down that rabbit hole. But like, I don't know, naming my robot Jose feels a little racist, not going to lie. Like, I'm not I'm not the first person to throw that card out there. You know that. But like, I don't know. Like our robot service workers need to have minority names. I'm a little confused. I'm like, you robots better watch out. We got ice up in these streets. But like, and the other thing too is like, they don't even need to have real people names. Like in Star Wars or any other, pick the Jetsons, like whatever it is. Like they didn't have real people names, especially not like Jose. Like they were like C3PO, R2D2. They were normal robot names. Or even if you want to be like, okay, well, we'll call the robot Dottie. Okay. Okay. Dottie works. But like now we're out here just like making robots the new people and we're making them minorities. I don't know. Something feels a little off about that. You know damn well all the white ladies with the blue hair are just, they're going to start marching in these streets to protect the robots now that we're making them too close to people, too close to minorities. Like I can see it now. All the ladies in the streets with their picket signs, they're like, robot lives matter. God forbid a car runs over one of the robots and then suddenly it's a hate crime. I'm just saying, slippery slope, right? Do you see the slippery slope here? These white ladies love a reason to march. They love a minority to save. They all want to be Sandra Bullock for The Blind Side, and they all want to come out here and save all the robots and save all the minority. Don't give them another reason to march, okay? I'm just saying. I think it's okay that we let the robots have robot names, and we just let that be. Thank you for your attention to this very important matter. Let's see how the live chat is feeling about this. You got that right, Zack. Thank you. Robot lives matter. Exactly. You laugh because it's true. You laugh because you can see it happening. You know, some bitch with blue hair is going to be out there and be like, the robots have rights too. The robots have feelings. It's like, no, they don't. It's a robot. You know how I end the robot's feelings? I unplug it. I take out the battery and I say, boop, done. ChatGPT that, lady. Robot rights. You guys are laughing, but you know, like you can see it. I know you can. I know you can see it happening. It's a slippery slope. That's all I'm saying. Again, why robots even need to have names? I don't get what. Like I don't need that, you know? So the robots can vote now. Soon the Democrats will find a way to pass robot voting rights. And that's when you know shit's gonna get real crazy. When robots have the right to vote, that's how you know there's some real election fraud going on. Oh man, robots are the new people. That's the t-shirt. Well, we always saw it, right? In all like the Will Smith futuristic movies. The robots, they become the new people and then they take over. Are the robots different skin color? No, they all look the same. That's why I'm even more confused why we even needed to do it. Like why we needed to give the robot names when they all are the same. They all look the same. They're all white with like a green strip and they have little like big eyes, the light eyes. Oh wait, I took a picture of one. Look at, because I was like, people are not going to believe me. Like people are not going to believe me that these robots are out here with all these ethnic names. Look at, this is what they look like. I took a picture of this one last night after I got done from my run. This one, though, her name is Sienna. See, and then they give them gendered names, too. The dicey territory. I can already see it becoming problematic at some point. I just think, like, let's stop while we're ahead. But this is what they look. They have little eyes. They got a little mouth. They got their little screens. And it's like, Sienna is on duty. I was like, who decided that, like, that was what we should name this robot? Like, what about her looks like a Sienna? Why does Sienna even need a name? I'm telling you, don't get it. Don't get it. I think I try to take another. Every time I see the robots, oh, look at this one. This one is Bilal. Bilal is on delivery. Bilal. Oh, but Bilal has decoration. Bilal has advertisements. Bila. Hello, I'm Bilal. Where does Bilal come from? Bilal. What does Bilal mean? Oh, it's an Arabic name. It means moisture, wet, and that which quenches thirst. Okay, that's certainly what I don't want my robot named after. A thirsty robot. It's like the robot's like, ooh, I'm so wet. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. We can swipe left. Robot derangement syndrome is sure to follow. I have robot derangement syndrome, and I will proudly have robot derangement syndrome. I got a little too concerned watching her open these presents. Who? Now see, a robot can be moist. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Jetsons robot maid was Rosie. Oh, interesting. A moist robot. No thanks. Exactly. I didn't realize. Oh, okay. Blake Lively is so delusional with her PR team. Does she think we just fell out of a coconut tree? Okay, yes. Let's let's get into the Blake Lively of it all. Elise says, "Do you have to show them an ID to get your package?" Oh, from the robots? No. Haven't you heard it's racist to have an ID? How dare you have an ID? That's racist to ask somebody for an ID. How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself for even bringing that topic up, Elise. How dare you? No, when you order it on the app, you don't call the robot. You order on the app, and then the app, and then you say, and then you're in the app, and you're like, okay, I came all the way downstairs, and I'm outside on the sidewalk, and one of these robots is mine. Oh, it's Bilal, and then I'm like, I found Bilal, and then you click the thingy, and it opens your robot. It's like, woo. It's like, ooh, I just got Sienna to open up for me. Dirty, 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 dirty. Susie says, I don't like robots taking people's jobs. Well, get with it. Get with it. Kenny says, it is racist to have an ID, LMAO. Listen, that's not my argument. That's just what the people online, that's what the ladies in the streets are marching about, is that it is racist to have an ID. I'm just like, ma'am, can I just buy myself a bottle of wine? Like, I don't need the lesson. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, we're on on the mission of saving the world. You know what I want to save you? A little time, a little convenience. You don't have time to cook? You're a little tired, New Year fatigue? Well, don't worry, because Factor makes it easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs so that you can eat well without the shopping, without the cooking, without the hassle. Okay, that's what I love about Factor meals is they send me my meals directly to my door. I can pop it in the microwave. In about 2 minutes, it's ready to go. I don't have to think about what's for dinner. I don't have to think about going to the grocery store and buying things and coming up with a recipe. My goodness, who has time to come up with a recipe? What is this, Pinterest? No, thank you. Listen, Factor makes it easy. They have quality functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, full whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. No refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no refined seed oils. They're just meals that fit your goals and your schedule. I'm talking healthier eating, calorie management, more protein. We love to get in that protein, right? They have 100 rotating weekly meals that you can choose from, and options include high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean, GLP-1 support, ready to eat salads. Delicious. You can shake it like a Kardashian, right? Plus, they have the new Muscle Pro collection to support strength and recovery. I haven't tried it yet. I've tried the high protein. I like the high protein. I think I'm going to have to try the Muscle Pro. Really get in those gains. Am I right? Always fresh, never frozen, ready in about 2 minutes. No prep, no stress. Head to factormeals.com/nofilter50 off and use code nofilter50 off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code nofilter50 off. Nofilter50 off. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor. Whew. Okay. Jess did get back to me about the lesbians. Okay, so Jess just texted me back and she said, if A League of Their Own didn't become a huge hit, this will definitely not, because A League of Their Own starred Abby Jackson and Darcy Carden. I don't know who they are, and it was good. Interesting. Yeah, not. I don't know who they are, but I assume they're prominent lesbians. Go lesbians. Speaking of lesbians, wait. The human disconnect is real. That's why everyone needs Zack's Supercast. Thank you, Octavia. I do love that. Which, by the way, I know I told you. Sorry, we'll get to Blake and I promise 1 second. But since Octavia brought up Supercast in the live chat, you remember you guys have been asking for Sean and David to come back. I also know that we used to on YouTube when we had our YouTube members. We used to do Thursday night live streams where we just come, have a cocktail, chill, shoot the shit, do the thing, right? Well, I am bringing back Thursday night lives, and I am bringing them back with Sean and David. So, as you know, the live streams do not get saved. So, whatever you get, there's what you get. You get to come, you get to enjoy, we get to get fully unfiltered. We're going to have a little cocktail, we're going to have a little fun, a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. So, live streams will be back. They will be interactive, so they will be on Zoom. So, you're allowed to join in the conversation if you want. And what a fun time. So get ready. We're going to kick that off probably in February. We just have to finalize the schedule to see what time works for David and Sean. And then boom, we add it. I'll probably bring in some other friends too. We'll just mix it up, but just know that we'll have a weekly live stream. Won't be saved anywhere. So what you get is what you get. And we're going to get it. All right. Okay, Blake Lively. What a time, what a time, what a time. She is crashing out, yo. Because we got Justin Baldoni's deposition. 16 hours, you guys. Almost 17-hour deposition. What a time. And so I guess, wait, I thought it was supposed to be 7 hours max per day. So I wonder if he did it over the course of three days. I don't know. But anyway, we got the full transcript over 16 hours that he was questioned and grilled. We know Blake Lively maxed hers out at 7 hours. She was like 7 hours and 7 hours only. That's all I'm doing one day. That's it. What you get is what you get, which again, kind of weird that these are your allegations. These are your claims that you are making. And yet you can't sit for more than 7 hours for a deposition. Yet you're going to make Baldoni get grilled for 16 hours. Interesting, especially since there's only one accuser against Baldoni. Whereas with Blake Lively, she's accusing Jennifer Abel and Jamie Heath and Justin Baldoni and Jed Wallace and all these people, all of which should have an opportunity to grill her and question her about the allegations, right? Against each of them. So you would think that she would want to sit for, or she would need to sit for more than 7 hours, but she said, absolutely not. I'm capping it. That's that. And she got away with it. She always gets away with whatever she wants. But anyway, so now we have actual transcripts from the deposition, and they are quite funny. I'm thinking maybe since I am traveling to Orlando this week, maybe I'll do some bonus episodes. Because Thursday and Friday will obviously be pre-records and not live because I am traveling those days. Because I'll be at PodFest in Orlando. I'll be speaking on Friday, which is what is the 17th? Tomorrow's the 15th, 16th, Friday the 16th. So if you're in Orlando, come on down to PodFest. Come check me out. I'll be doing a couple of panels on Friday. So yeah, those episodes will definitely be pre-taped. I'll probably have to tape them this evening. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do a deeper recap of those episodes. Of the deposition, that those episodes will be dedicated, like part 1 and a part 2. Because like the deposition, I mean, 16 hours is a lot. And then the whole thing is like 300 pages, which is crazy. Remember how long it would take us to get through like 30 or 40 pages? Imagine 300 pages. It's kind of crazy. But there was one bit that I did find that was quite hilarious. And that's Blake Lively coming after Justin Baldoni's fan base, you guys. Get ready for it. Blake Lively's attorneys have asked. They said they're in their grilling of Justin Baldoni. They said, have you seen that online, at least, you've become in certain circles kind of a hero or a figurehead of the MAGA movement? And then Baldoni says, no, I don't mean to laugh, but you've not seen anything like that? No, I didn't. I didn't know where you were going with it, but I didn't know that you were going with that. All right. I'm not going to ask you about your political affiliation. Great. Then why did you bring it up? Like literally, what was the entire point of you bringing up this if you didn't want to bring up his political affiliation? It's so wild to me. I'm like, why is this relevant? Objection, Your Honor, relevance? Like, I don't get what the point of any of this was. Anyway. Excuse me. So then, they said, we're not going to ask you about your political affiliation. Like, that's how you know they have nothing, is because they're just throwing anything at the wall at this point. And he says, I don't have a red hat. And then her attorney says, you've asked about everything else. And then Miss Shaw says, I don't care about that one. Great. Then why'd you ask about it? The witness says, am I? Is that true? That's all right. You just surprised me there. Can I time out? How much time do we have left, Mr. Videographer? We're at 6 hours and 40 minutes. Is that all? Are you sure? Baldoni says, I'm sorry. Miss Shaw says, so you've not seen the legions of MAGA supporters who have come out in support of you on social media? No. Okay. That's surprising. You're not aware that you have a very pro MAGA fan base on social media? Baldoni responds, you're making me aware. Are these like make America great again red hat people? That's what I mean. Yes. Is there anything you want to show me that's like, no, not right now. No. I just didn't know if you'd been following this during the course of the lawsuit. Maybe I should. Are you aware that on social media, you've also become to some like a poster boy for the He Too movement? Meaning that, as I said, I wasn't aware of what He Too meant. And by He Too, I mean a movement around the idea of men being falsely accused of sexual misconduct by women. So, was I aware that I was a poster boy for the He Too movement? Uh huh. I was not. Okay. As I said, I didn't know what I thought he too meant something else. Other than the term he too, are you aware that during the course of this lawsuit, you've become kind of a hero or poster boy for this kind of idea of men being falsely accused by women? No, hero is a strong word. But I hope that people in the manosphere, if they do think of me as a hero, would then go read my book because I think that could then maybe. I always wanted to get the book into the manosphere. This is a weird way to do it. And I don't mean that like as a joke. Like that was always a thing that we had talked about is how do we reach the men in the manosphere? So maybe God is laughing right now. Is the manosphere a movement that you want to be associated with? Objection. Baldoni says, I think I just answered your question. No, I'm not meaning to laugh at you. No, absolutely not. Like I said, I absolutely would want them to read my books and give my books for boys to their young boys because all of my work is about helping men actually do the opposite of my understanding of what the manosphere is, which is not to take your anger and aggression out that you have in the world out onto women and the women in your life and to go to therapy and to not harbor that anger and that resentment and to get it out of your body. And so maybe some goodwill will come. It will come of this if they're reading my stuff. Do you know whether during the course of this lawsuit, anyone on your team has been stroking these constituencies in favor on social media? Objection. This is Miss Shapiro. Objection. And I'm just going to instruct you not to provide any information based on what your lawyers have communicated to you. Baldoni says, that's okay. My lawyers haven't told me anything. I didn't know anything about it. Blake's attorney continues. So you're not aware, one way or another, whether anyone on your team has been stroking these constituencies that I've mentioned in your favor on social media. Baldoni responds. I don't know where I would even find the manosphere. So, no. Do you think Jed Wallace can find the manosphere? Mr. Bach, come on. We've got 6 hours and 45 minutes. If you have real questions, ask them, but this is silly. Baldoni says, I have no idea. Ms. Shaw says, one defendant per deposition, please. Mr. Bach says, one defendant, but one person sitting here late at night wondering what you're doing here at this point. You're just improvising. Ms. Shaw says, all right, that's enough. That's enough. I'm going off the record if you continue to eat up my time. Mr. Bach says, go ahead. Baldoni says, I'm happy to answer your question. I don't know anything about what Jed Wallace knows or where he could find the manosphere. Okay. What do you know about what Jed Wallace does? I know he's very good at compelling information and then sending it, as I believe I testified to earlier. I know he can help. I've had people call me like leave me threats. I've had death threats. So I know that he knows people in security. So he was able to get me security. I know that he loves his family a lot. I know that I think had a health scare, but I don't know much about what he does or what he can do. Have you read Miss Jones's lawsuit in this case? I haven't. Okay. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you. Thank you. This marks the conclusion of today's deposition. We are going off the record. The time is 6:46 p.m. I mean, what a time. What a time. What? This is insane. Asking him about another defendant is hearsay. So why are they even asking him this? It was just crazy that like we went on this whole detour about whether or not his fans are MAGA or whether or not he's part of the He Too movement or he's the poster boy of the He Too. Like, what does that have to do with the allegations? What does that have to do with the evidence that proves that Blake Lively is accusing him of SH? I don't get it. That's why they're like, it's late at night and you're literally just improvising at this point. Like, you're just asking questions for the sake of asking questions, probably because you want it talked about. You want this association to be made. You're hoping that it comes out in the press. But it's wild that we have all of Baldoni's deposition and yet none or very, very, very little of Blake Lively's deposition. We have very little. Most of it's redacted. We have little bits and pieces, but yet Baldoni is willing to put it all out there. And not only did he put all of his deposition out there, but on top of that, Blake Lively's team doxed him and Jamie Heath by releasing their private information. Their addresses were not redacted when Blake Lively's team released or published this deposition transcript. So thankfully, Justin Baldoni's team, the Wayfair Party's representation, they filed for sanctions. I'm like, thank you. Ms. Blake Sanctions Lively is out here doing all these crazy things. It's time that she gets some sanctions. But I like that at least Baldoni's team is willing to file for sanctions when it's deserved. Whereas Blake Lively is just like sanctions. Every other day, it's another fucking sanctions motion for sanctions. And I'm like, oh my God, ladies, can you not? Crazy. Gwen says, and this questioning is going to show he did SH, please. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Don't we only have like 4 sentences from Blake's? Yeah. Most of her deposition has been redacted, unreleased, under seal. Like, so much of that is done. But yeah, she's out here publishing his address. Beth says, that's what pisses me off. Exactly. She's out here abusing the system every chance she can. She better get sanctioned. I hope she gets sanctioned. I really hope they get in trouble for doxing. Like, that's a big one. Like, that's their personal addresses that you just published to the public. That's a big one, So, yeah. What a time. For some reason, being MAGA is normally a horrific thing to them, and to be able to connect Justin Baldoni to MAGA in any way will help them in the social sphere. But here's the thing. I don't believe Justin Baldoni's supporters are MAGA, not exclusively, right? Whereas you can confidently say that the people, the Blake bots, the blind Blake bots that are just blindly defending her because they're doing it solely on the principle of believing women. Believe women, believe all women, which again, I was down for that fight, right? Like, I was all in. I was down for that fight. Remember when she said that she wanted to be the next wave of Me Too? Well, guess what, lady? It ends with you. Okay, you surely are the next wave of the Me Too movement. And you know what that wave is? That wave is the final nail in the coffin of the movement. You've killed it. You've officially, at this point, you've cremated it. Like, remember, we were down for the fight. We were all down for the fight. We're like, yes, go women. We ride for women at dawn. We were all about it, right? Remember, we were in the streets and we were marching, and all the women, they had the pink hats on. Everyone was like, yeah, this kitty grabs back, and now it's like she's completely tainted the public against women, because now it's like, well, you know what? Maybe we don't need a female president. Maybe some of these ladies are a little crazy, right? Like, that's literally what Blake Lively has done. She has made people question women again. You made us question women, which is going to set the women's right movement way back. You did that. We started with Amber Turd, which is what they called her, because we found out she turded on Johnny Depp's bed. That was a fun fact that came out of that trial. And then now we have Blake Lively. I genuinely am just like, I don't get it. Like, but here's the thing. I don't think that his fan base is exclusively MAGA. I think they're across. First of all, there are people all around the world that are following this case. So you can't say that they're MAGA if they're from another country and they're not American, because what does MAGA mean? Make America great again. So if all these people in all these other countries I highly doubt that they're in favor of making America great again when they're not even from America, you know? And most of the America people are not following pop culture and celebrity drama because they think the celebrities is the devil. Bobby Boucher, ladies is the devil, you know? Like they're not following this exclusively, number one. And number two, even the people that are more conservative leaning, this is one issue that the country has come together on. Blake Lively has united America. She's united the world. Blake Lively is the United Nations, and she's brought us all together because we all collectively have a strong disdain for Blake Lively. People on the left, people on the right. The only ones that are even on Blake's side are the really crazy wackadoodle people on the left that are super, believe all women, and that's just the hill they want to die on. And you know what? At this point, fucking go. You're just going to continue to ruin women and whatever. But yeah, it's literally people that have two eyes and ears and that can have observe and follow this case and like can use their critical thinking skills, which is apolitical, right? They're using their critical thinking skills to determine, hey, this lady's story does not add up. And it keeps getting worse the more that she talks. And the fact that she keeps trying to tag all these other random things to assassinate Baldoni's character only shows that she's got nothing, you know? Deb Kogan says, I'm British and I love Justin Baldoni. I am a CF mum, not a DT fan. What is a CF mum, not a D? I'm assuming not a DT fan means you're not a Donald Trump fan. But what does CF mum mean? To be fair, non-Americans are pro-MAGA because we need America to get its shit together so the rest of the West follows. It's fair. Yeah. I'm surprised TMZ and others haven't ran that headline. Baldoni is MAGA just to start BS. I mean, yeah. Thank you for that super chat, Deb. Appreciate you. Logic versus emotion. Yes. Exactly. Common sense and evidence don't have a political party. You would think even English is not my first language, and here I am wanting justice for Justin. Yeah. I was able to use this case as an example to show my daughter how important it is to not get information from the mainstream media. I mean, listen, you just have to have discernment, right? You have to have discernment. You have to be willing to like dig deeper beyond the headline, and from there you're all right. Which by the way, guys, I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't gotten any merch, you can still get merch. We still have we put the Justice for Justin shirts back up for sale. So you can get a Justice for Justin shirt. You can get Do I Look Like I Just Fell Out of a Coconut Tree? Zack Peters, my lawyer, 1-800 So Yummy, Never with Teeth. So you can go and stock up on merch if you want to get some Justice for Justin merch ahead of the trial. Go right now. Go right now. Go right now. It's nofiltermerch.com. Go to you can type in nofiltermerch.com. Yeah. Palaya. Yeah. Palaya. Okay. That was the Blake and Baldoni stuff. Oh, here we go. Tom and Ariana Madix. Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix. If you're a Bravo fan, you followed the Scandoval drama, the whole Scandoval fallout. So it seems they've finally come to some sort of resolution. Tom and Ariana, they've settled on terms relating to the home that they shared. Remember, they bought like it was a $1.8 million home in the Valley. So yeah, the settlement stands as long as the demands, I'm assuming demands from Ariana Madix, are met within 30 days. So there are certain conditions. And so as long as those conditions are met within the 30 days following this agreement, then the settlement will be upheld. So uncertain what those terms are. But I mean, after 3 years of Scandoval, I'm just glad that we have reached some sort of agreement. We have come to some sort of conclusion. I would assume the agreement is to sell the house and probably split the profits. If anything, I know Tom Sandoval for the longest time was trying to keep the house, and she was like, no, if I can't have the house, you can have the house. It felt a little petty, but whatever. So I'm assuming that the terms that they've agreed to is that Tom will vacate and take all of his stuff, and that the house will be put up for sale officially within 30 days. That's what I assume is going to happen. So yeah. We shall see. Nene Leakes is making her big return to Housewives. She's coming back to Bravo. It is official. She is going to be part of the Real Housewives Ultimate Road Trip. So we had Ultimate Girls Trip where they would send all the girls on a trip together, but now I guess they're getting like an RV and they're putting a bunch of the women together and they're going to be traveling throughout the US to all the different Housewives cities. And so Nene Leakes is not set to be part of the full-time staff, or sorry, the full-time cast, but she will be part of the Atlanta wing. So I assume the bus is going to make a stop in Atlanta, and when they do, Nene Leakes will be there to welcome them. So I assume they're going to have like a core group of women that will be going. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The houses on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The Vicky on the bus goes up and down, up and down, up and down. The Vicky on the bus goes up and down, all through the town. The what are the rest of them? It was the wheels on the bus go round and round. Uh, the who smokes a lot of pot on there? Um, the women's mouths go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. Prostitute whores go open and shut all through the town. The bus driver goes, move on back, move on back, move on back. What in the Rosa Parks? I pulled up the lyrics of the wheels on the bus. Up and down, beep, beep, beep. That's when they're cursing. They do all the beep, beep, beep. The dialogue on the bus goes beep, 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 you beep, 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 you beep, beep, beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. All through the town. All through the town. Kyle on the bus goes wah, 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 wah. Kyle on the bus goes wah, 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 all through the town. There we go. What a fun time. Let's all sit around with let's hold hands and sit crisscross applesauce. In school, they used to call it Indian style. Did your school ever call it Indian style? I don't know if that's like not allowed anymore, if that's like racist now to say Indian style. But yeah, we used to call it Indian style and then, yeah, crisscross applesauce. When is the new Traders episodes out? I think they come out on Thursdays, no? I think so. When do new episodes of Traders come out? I believe it's okay, the next one, yeah, is January 15th. Oh, we got 2 episodes this week, episode 4 and 5. And then it's episode 6, episode 7, episode 8, episode 9, episode 10. Oh, and then February 26th, we get the finale and the reunion together at the same time. Interesting. That'll be fun. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. So, goodbye for now to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. I said goodbye for now to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. Be sure to sign up for No Filter All Access on Supercast. Give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe if you're enjoying the show. The buttons are all down here. You can also hit that little bell if you want to make sure that I'm coming up in your notifications when we go live or we have a new video or a new episode that's dropping. Be sure to hit that notification button. All right, give me a follow. Zack Peter all over the internet. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Octavia said, Zack is such a snack. He should have a boyfriend. I agree. I agree. Thank you to our fabulous mods. We have to give a shout out to Laura. Hi, Laura. And Christina. What's up, Christina? You guys hold it down. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are the bomb.com. The bomb.com. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I will talk to you later. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.